you down, you're not alone. So how do you cope? Self-realization coach Bonnie Moehle is here to help. Hi, Bonnie. Thanks for being here.
Hi,
Yeah, share with us some ideas. I mean, folks, holidays, it's easy to get busy and stressed out.
Well, and the reason that people get stressed out over the holidays is because we set such high expectations for ourselves over the holidays. Here's what I have to get done and accomplish in order to make my holiday the perfect holiday. The problem with those high expectations is then they create this huge to-do list. And then we think we've got to get everything on that to-do list done, and that creates a lot of pressure. And then, of course, there are the crowds and the traffic and all the things that you can't control, and they create an irritation. And why are they so irritating? Because we've got those high expectations and the to-do list that we've got to meet up to.
So the key is probably finding shortcuts to, to get your errands done, or hey, maybe I don't need that one extra thing, or how do you alleviate some of that stress?
Well, you have to be flexible. You have to let go of some of those expectations if necessary. Be willing to adapt to things that you can't get done, to your time constraints, to some of the things that you can't predict. On the screen it says let go of expectations. Be flexible. Be willing to say, okay, it's okay if I don't have this holiday. No one's going to notice anyway. And
I guess the key too is saying, what you see on the screen, no guilt allowed. Not feeling guilty for maybe not, doing something that you feel like you should.
Yes, and really set healthy boundaries. Be very, very honest with yourself. What do I really have time to get done? And don't be afraid to say no to somebody if it isn't something that you can get done. And exactly what you said, Celeste, don't feel guilty about it. Be kind and loving to yourself. And when you have to say no, rather than beating yourself up about it, say, I'm really proud of myself for saying no so that I don't end up being stressed out and feeling resentful over the holidays.
The economy already stressing folks out, maybe if they're searching for a job, and then you add the holiday stress on top of it. How much extra stress is that? I mean, it's almost overwhelming.
Well, and it really is self-imposed stress because it is about expectations. But we live in a world that presents Christmas and the holidays and New Year's as being such a big extravaganza, and so we feel like we have to present it that way too and experience it that way too. And again, be grateful for what you have and grateful for what you can do and what you can accomplish, and just enjoy. It takes time for yourself.
I love that idea.
Have a cup of tea. Yeah, get a cup of hot chocolate. Go look at some lights and enjoy yourself instead of being all caught up in, I have to get these things done, because that will create stress.
And talk about your book. You have a book, and you said, here's your book on CD.
Yes, I recently wrote a book called What is Happiness and Where Can I Get Some? And we look for happiness outside of ourselves in material possessions, and I have a vacation and I made the sale, and all of those things are wonderful. And don't stop doing them. But they're temporary fixes. And what I teach my clients is, how do you achieve the happiness that comes from within, so that if you don't make the sale or don't have the vacation, you still feel happy. We know that it comes from within us, but we don't know how to go in and get it. And that's what the book is about.
And we're so busy doing stuff for other people to take this time for yourself, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Absolutely.
Bonnie, thank you so much for coming in today. Great ideas and great tips.